Howdy, folks. Ever wondered how your current credit score stacks up? Or perhaps you're seeking ways to give it a quick boost. You see, your credit score is more than just a number. It's a financial passport, influencing everything from the interest rates on your loans to your ability to rent an apartment or even snag that dream job. It's a reflection of your credit worthiness, and a high score can open doors to opportunities otherwise out of reach. Now, what impacts your credit score? There are several factors, such as your payment history, the amount of debt you owe, and the length of your credit history. One factor that folks often overlook is credit utilization. That's the amount of credit you're using compared to your credit limit. So the question is, how can you give your credit score a quick and significant boost? Well, we've got some handy tips for you. So let's dive into some quick and effective steps to boost your credit score significantly. First and foremost, we need to talk about credit utilization. Do you know what percentage of your credit limit you're using? Now, you might be scratching your head wondering, what on earth is credit utilization? Simply put, it's the ratio of your outstanding credit card balances to your credit card limits. It's a significant factor in determining your credit score, contributing to a whopping 30%. Imagine it this way. If you've got a credit card with a limit of $1,000 and you've spent $500, your credit utilization is 50%. That's half of your credit limit. The credit bureaus don't take kindly to high utilization rates. It suggests you might be a riskier borrower and could negatively impact your credit score. So, what's the magic number? Aim to keep your credit utilization under 10%. That means if your credit limit is $1,000, try not to spend more than $100. Sounds challenging, right? But there are ways to achieve this. You could pay off your balances more frequently, request a credit limit increase, or even open a new credit card. But remember, the goal is to manage your credit wisely, not to max out new cards. So remember, folks, keep that utilization low. It's a surefire way to see your credit score jump. Now let's move on to another easy and quick win. Removing inquiries from your credit report. You see, inquiries are simply records of when a lender checks your credit. These can be either hard or soft inquiries. Hard inquiries occur when you apply for a new line of credit, like a loan or credit card, and these have the potential to lower your credit score. On the other hand, soft inquiries, such as when you check your own credit, don't affect your score. Now here's the kicker. These inquiries, particularly the hard ones, make up about 10% of your credit score. That's a potential 55 points you could be losing just because you applied for a new credit card or loan. So, how do you remove these inquiries? Well, it's simpler than you might think. All you need to do is contact the credit bureaus directly. Politely ask them to remove the inquiries from your report. Remember, it's essential to be persistent but respectful during this process. Now, I hear you asking, what if they refuse or the process is taking too long? Well, you can also dispute the inquiries. If you didn't authorize the hard inquiry, or if it's been on your report for more than 2 years, you have the right to dispute it. With a simple phone call to the bureaus, you could see those pesky inquiries disappear and your score rise. All right, we've covered some important ground today, so let's bring it all together. We've learned that one of the biggest hurdles folks face is high credit utilization. By bringing this down to under 10%, which, mind you, makes up a whopping 30% of your score, we can give your credit score a significant boost. That's a potential leap of 165 points, just like that. Then we've got the business of removing inquiries. It may only account for 10% of your credit, but it's a swift and effective way to amp up your score. That's another 55 points right there. These two steps are not just fast, but they pack a punch, too. Once you've got your credit score soaring, you're looking at bigger lines of credit and better rates. So there you have it, folks. A couple of simple steps that could boost your credit score 100 points faster than a jackrabbit on a hot date. Until next time, keep those scores high.